Yeah, hi everybody. Pardon me my position. It's because I'm kind of uh, laying down here because I have a lot of problems with my neck and spine. Yeah, what I wanted to discuss today, it's about the situation with prepping for emergencies like earthquakes, tornadoes, tsunamis, floods, uh, storms. Um, all of that has to be well thought about. It has to be well prepared and well thought because you can't just go and buy a bunch of food items and store them. Because what if there's a flood? All that food goes to nothing, gets damaged with the flood waters. So you got to store it either in a higher level, either second floor or third floor, wherever you live, and make sure you store it like in plastics. That way, no bugs can go in, or it's and sealed up. Seal it well. That way, whatever happens, it will kind of like stay there. Because what if it's flooded, your house gets flooded, and you have to evacuate and you have to go to a center like those FEMA centers. Uh, you're not gonna, and you can't go back to your house. Some people lose their home altogether. Some people have can go back after a few months or whatever. So until that time, you have to have yourself money for food. Or if you have to go to a relative, or if you have to stay in that place until your home gets restored, you have to plan all that. You have to plan it out, you have to write it down. Um, Worst case scenario emergencies. Where do I go? What do I do? And if you're able to go back home and your electricity is restored, you can use up those food items that you stored. But if not, all of that gets lost. So it's not just a matter of storing a bunch of food items and then that gets lost. So then you're like spending a lot of money on something that could just be lost. So you have to plan it right. You have to plan it well. Okay, let's say you live by the seashore. Your flood, you're gonna be, you have more chances of your house getting flooded than someone per se living inland. So in case of evacuation, you can plan, you can store up food and water. Let's say you got to go inland to a relative, evacuate inland to a relative. Then there you can take part of that food that you're storing for yourself. Okay? And so all of that has to be well planned. You can't just, okay, let me just bunch of food items and put it in a food pantry and that's it. I'm okay. It's not, because you got to think of everything. And people don't uh, they don't how should I say it? My head is kind of flying. uh, you got to think of all scenarios, okay, in order to prepare for emergencies, for fires, for anything that can come up all of a sudden, especially fires. Fires is not going to stop. That's going to be a daily thing, a yearly, monthly thing throughout the world. Okay, fires are not going to stop. So you got to be prepared for all of that. Yeah, I just want to say those few words. I bless you're doing well with your family, and always look for Jesus. He's the answer to everything. God bless you. Bye.